How is it like going to school with a bunch of rich white kids? Now, this is normally what people always tell me from high school, that every time I tell them that I go to Pepperdine University. So obviously this is not true. But what is true is the idea that Pepperdine has is lacking diversity. And this is not just a Pepperdine problem, this is a problem among all college campuses. So today I will be talking to you about why college campuses have such low diversity, what Pepperdine is doing about it and promoting diversity, and as well as what we could do to help Pepperdine promote diversity among our campus and other college campuses around the nation. So although there is still a huge gap between the number of students who are Black, Hispanic, and white and Asian who are going to college right now, this statistic has actually risen significantly over the few years that have passed by, but it is still a large gap that we have yet to fill, and we will never fill this gap unless we understand why it is happening, as well as why every child deserves higher education. Okay, so this is a chart according to the Pew Research Center as well as the National Center for Education, and this basically shows the number of college students that are enrolled between the ages of 18 and 24. So what this says is that 64% of Asians are enrolled in college, 42% of whites are, 35% of Hispanics are, and 33% of Blacks are. Now, this seems roughly close, but as we look at who is actually obtaining a bachelor's degree, this drastically drops. So as you can see, the amount of Asians that are obtaining a bachelor's degree is 63%, the amount of whites is 41%, the amount of Blacks is 22%, and the amount of Hispanics that are obtaining a bachelor's degree is 15%. So the question is, why do we see this drastic drop? So the answer to this is in this chart right here. So nearly half of the Hispanics who are going to college or who are enrolled in college are enrolled in two-year community colleges. So, and then as well as 36% of Blacks are also enrolled in two-year community colleges. So why are we not seeing Blacks and Hispanics transferring to four-year universities? So the first thing is poverty. So according to the National Poverty Center, these are the statistics of Blacks, Hispanics, Asians, and white who are living in poverty. So what this says is 26.6% of Blacks are living in poverty, 23.6% of Hispanics are, 12% of Asians are, and 10.1% of whites are. So no wonder these students are not transferring to universities, because over 20% of their population are living in poverty. It is impossible to pay tuition. So the second thing is teacher expectations. So this says nobody rises to low expectations. So this is absolutely correct. So research done by Sarah Fies explains that, or studies have found that teachers do not hold the same expectations for Black and Hispanic students as they do for Asian and white students. So obviously these students are not excelling because they do not hold the same, or they are not getting the same support, and teachers are not believing that they can excel like white and Asian students can. So many of you are probably thinking, how does this affect me? So this actually affects everyone in this room, because according to the International Journal of Inclusive Education, diversity and outcomes have a positive loop. So every student, schools that have more diversity shows that every ethnicity thrives in that school, in particular white students thrive in a more diverse school. Okay, so here is Pepperdine student body makeup. Obviously, this big white gap is 48.3% white. There is 15.1% Hispanic, 11% Asian, and 5.1% Black. So now that is obviously a huge gap that we have. But so with this, I wanted to meet with the director of admissions at Pepperdine and see what we are exactly doing about this problem that we have. So I asked, basically I asked Haley Wolf, who is the director of admission, how many scholarships that we give out each year and what schools we are reaching out to. So I was informed that we only give out 10%, or really give out 10 full ride scholarships to COSSI students. And COSSI is an organization from inner city schools that basically provides scholarships for students that are going into the top of their class in leadership roles. So we provide 10 full ride scholarships, but still, this is only 10 students from inner city schools that we have out of 7,000 that we have at the school. So the next point that I brought up was, who exactly are we reaching out to? So Pepperdine goes to different inner city schools every single year, but admissions is also understaffed, so there is not a whole lot that we can do about that. And there are some inner city schools that we just don't go to because the heads of Pepperdine think that it's not worth going to these schools if no one is either going to get accepted or no one is going to be able to pay for tuition here. Obviously, considering the fact that we have a large price tag. Another point that we touched on is Pepperdine is also a business. It is not just making our dreams come true and giving us a bachelor's degree. It's also a business. So, like I said, they are not going to these inner city schools because it costs money and there is no reason why we should go because these students will not be able to come here. So I think we are looking at this in a totally wrong light. So I think that it is very important for us to go to every single inner city school that we can, because many of these students have never been told that they could excel the way we have, and many of these students do not have high expectations whatsoever. And even if we go to a school of 3,000 and only one of those students even applies for FAFSA or scholarships to go here, I think every penny that we put into that is worth it. So to conclude, what we can do to help. So the first thing that we could do is donate to the COSSI Foundation, even if it's $5. You are helping pay for a child's tuition for school, which they would have never been able to go to. The second point is you can apply as a student worker in admissions. So like I said, admissions is very understaffed. So even if we got 5 students from this class who applied, we can not only, obviously we can't go to inner city schools, but we could start locally in Los Angeles schools or even an hour away back in my hometown, Oxford. So that would be very helpful for admissions to promote Pepperdine and promote diversity. So to conclude, we went over exactly why there is poverty, or exactly why ethnicity is a big problem among college campuses, what Pepperdine is doing about it, and what you can do about it. So I think the most important thing to take from this is that, every child deserves higher education. Every child deserves this higher education, no matter what socioeconomic status that they were born in, because obviously that is not their fault. And everyone deserves the same equal opportunity that we have growing up. And that's exactly why we go here, because we have high expectations for ourselves. And not every child has that. So if we can reach out to one student, if we could change one student's mind and prove that they are worthy to come here, or any university for that matter, I think every penny is worth it. Thank you.